Hello everyone, it's Bryson120 and we are back on the game The Forever Winter. And today we are going to be exploring some of the higher end maps, the D-ranked maps so to speak. These maps are usually more dangerous than the other ones, but also conversely have more loot and higher tier rarity items that you're going to be finding compared to the lower maps. So this video might be I might be a little bit more quiet this video as I kind of focus on not getting myself myrtleized. Today we are on Babel, or at least right now specifically we're on Babel. It's honestly, I'm not sure how to feel about it. I like the map, I really do. I'm just trying to think about it compared to some of the other maps, how I place it. And I don't really think this game has any particularly bad maps, but I don't think this is one of my favorites. I really like what they're going for here, because in this map in particular, you really have to kind of put yourself out into the open in a vulnerable position. You have to cross the bridge in order to get across to the extraction point and then head back across said same bridge, which makes that choke point really difficult to kind of get past, since you can get held there by enemies, whether it be drones or exos on the bridge and stuff like that. I can make it very difficult, but at the same time, that's part of what makes it fun. Also, where the hell do I go with that? I haven't played this map too much, actually, in general, so I definitely think my opinion would be a little biased on it, but nonetheless, this is definitely, one of, I think between the D maps, all three, this would probably be my least favorite of the three. However, that said though, I think while this game could be better in a lot of different ways, I feel like this is just all the maps and all the things that the devs do in this game are overall really good. Yeah, sometimes they miss the mark. The optimization for Lost Angels, probably my favorite map in the D category. Isn't really there. It's just it really needs a lot more improvement. Even with a good setup and everything like that, it just does not run anywhere near as well as kind of what you would hope and expect. And I know it's obviously also a very big map compared to others, but it's something I have faith that the devs will eventually work on and get kind of fixed, so to speak, with time. Can you guys lose aggro? The answer to that is no. I know I'm probably what looks like wasting shotgun shells shooting super far, but these guys just absolutely would destroy all my AR ammo. In order to kill them, it just takes so much AR ammo. I could spend that a lot more effectively killing a bajillion more of these small infantry troops like I am. So unfortunately for me, that is the small bridge at the start that you have to cross. That is not anything too crazy as far as difficulty goes in this map. We will have to cross the bridge, this long ass bridge over here, in order to get where I want to, or rather need to go, in order to escape this hellhole. But the main reason we're on D tier maps, other than the fact that it's a little bit more fun sometimes, is I'm here looking for a portable generator, which is a very rare item, I've been informed. And I needed to get the garage because I've actually gotten far enough that I have all of the individual components, so to speak. How do you even have an angle on me? I've completed all the quests and have all the individual components aside from the portable generator. So now that's the next thing on the chopping block to get done. And then once I have the garage, I think it's just going to be majorly beneficial. Because from my understanding, instead of costing water and a fast travel drone to get to places, it's only going to be credits and a relatively inexpensive amount, which kind of seems broken to some degree if we're honest. But I mean, I guess in a way it's also your reward for grinding so much, completing all the quests and then, getting to the point where you have the millions it costs along with the resources. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just, very different. But definitely a nice benefit for those that put a lot of time into the game and so forth. I will say, goodness, I not get shot from 18 billion angles. I'm not gonna say shit because I won't be able to. I'm currently in the process of dying every 2 minutes, it seems. I'll be okay for a little bit, and then I'll just get absolutely lit up out of nowhere. Like, great. So happy. So happy this is the map I'm on. I was actually going to try to find Lost Angels, but I was in the tunnels for a little bit, and I'm like, I can do it next play. Like, next time I run the tunnels, I'll find it instead. I'll just go with Babel for now, because I haven't played this map, like I said, insane amount. Alright, Exos and everything else that, like, is a murder death bot. Can you, like, screw off for a little bit? Thanks. Thank you. Alright. Ooh, I do need that, or rather, I would very much like it. Let's put it that way. However, I have a lot of freaking items. And I know some of these I don't like know explicitly what they are. So let's do some what the? What in the hell? I didn't even like dude's camping me. Just like that Exo's trying to camp me now. It's fine. It's probably okay. Alright, it's unfortunate, but we are gonna have to drop some of this. Find out what that is. Oh, I want that one. Yeah, back. But yeah, I definitely need these meds, and some things to sell are not bad at all either. Plus heals in general. Hello, Chopper. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Good seeing you here. This container required, really? What the hell is this? I do happen to actually have one of those. But what the hell kind of container is this that requires a drill? I'm so curious. Really? Oh, holy. Alright, I kind of see now why it was locked up tight and everything. It's because it was hoarding all of the greatest meds in the world. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, that's one hell of a find. That's crazy. I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to take them all back. I think I'll probably call it there as far as those resources go. That's amazing. I think I have 5 big heals now. Let's try and find some of these silver crates though, because that was the place, or the container rather, that I found the portable generator in last time I found one. I've only found one, but you only need 2. So let's see if I can just get lucky checking some of these. I know there's one guy going up, but as far as I'm concerned, he's not real for the moment. Oh man, a couple of these are really good actually. That railgun, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna have to yoink that real quick. The weight is insane in this one. Is it just alcohol? Oh, that's gotta be a lot. That laser rangefinder, I guarantee, is also a lot of weight. The E-nugget can go. Alcohol is kind of weighty. Yeah, the meat can go. Alright. Military circuitry. We'll keep that. Why not? If we find something else, we'll go ahead and drop it. Ooh. Is that drywall? Nice drywall. Drywall's not bad. We like drywall. Wow, there's so much stuff here. I'm guessing I probably will not need this drill. That is just a guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and see about dropping that right quick. Yeah, because that's a lot of volume, so I can pick up some other more important things. My character is so funny. She's very interesting at times. But what I was gonna say before I got interrupted by the majillion murder bots that were after me is I feel like whenever I look up this game, I try not to look it up too much. Oh my god, this is exactly what I was talking about with the X on the bridge. Is that sometimes I feel like, or not sometimes, I feel like a lot of the times the community reactions that I see to this game are pretty negative once they've played for a little bit. And I understand that, you know, it's an early access game and that's lacking in a number of ways. I don't think there's anything wrong with the community like trying to vent their criticisms and so forth. But I feel like sometimes it's overly negative to the point where it's like, are we not going to stop and appreciate what the devs have done here? Like, in my opinion, this is a fantastic game. Like, I'm absolutely in love. And, like, this game, you know, I'm not sure exactly how far along this game is done in development, but it still clearly has a little bit of ways to go, and I'm still, like, I'm just absolutely in love. And I haven't been here since the start, but even then, I feel like the criticisms, even the ones that I see recently, are still, like, the same, like, level of just, like, you know, they're criticisms, but they're complaints too. And sometimes like, I just feel like the developers really need to know and be supported and be like told that like what they've done here is absolutely amazing. Don't mind me just roasting in the fire. It's fine. Oh, a pilot. Hold up, though. All right, can I just jump this and run? Okay. All right. Well, I'll admit this is problematic. Not being able to hardly see at all. I guess I was like literally choking on the smoke for a moment there, but still. That was an instance where, yeah, that wasn't too good, and I could have, you know. Not too sure how to feel about that one. Whether that was a good, like, intentional thing, because like I said, was low-key choking on that smoke for a second. But at the same time, I was very problematic. Did I not pick up the med spot? Okay, fuck it, I'm out. I don't even care. I don't know what happened to the medical supplies I got. I should have had some of those, like, big med packs. Are these are different. Ah, so this is a quest item, it must be. I feel like I've learned whenever you have, something like this, or something unique, that, like, basically serves no purpose, it's either exclusively to sell, so either these will sell for a shit ton, or they're for a quest. I'm not sure which it is. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like the devs have done something amazing here. It's something they should be really proud of. I think the new music track that they came out with recently, I've taken a listen to a number of their songs, and they're all really great and everything. Really just like, I cannot wait for more, honestly, is what I'm trying to get to. But with that said, let's go ahead and go on to the next raid. The type of nightmares you see traveling Tunnel D. A random ass EXO walking down the pipe that I haven't even seen. Like, I haven't even been that way. I think I need to go that way. And yet there's just a fucking EXO blocking it. Okay, yeah, alright. I love Tunnel D. This is my favorite. See ya, drone. Absolutely see ya. Alright, here we are. We are back on, or rather, on it for the first time for you guys, Los Angeles. This is based off, I'm pretty sure, Los Angeles, as you could probably guess by just the name alone. And you may or may not be able to tell, but it is stuttering just a little bit for me. Not a fan of the drones being small on my head. This is definitely, I'm going to say, my favorite map of the D tiers. Or like, yeah, the D levels, rather. And honestly, I think it's so great because it's so big. Like, there's so much to explore and kind of do in it. There's a lot of quests, too, I'm aware of. I've only done a few. Just like with the others, I haven't been on this map too terribly much. But this is probably the map I've been on the most of the D tier ones. Looks like we got a group of X's up here to our left, or like above us. This is like a really good loot area too right here. So whenever I like am on this map, I try to stop over here. Bolt cutters, interesting. Don't know if I'm familiar with that one. It's interesting because EODs aren't terribly strong if you like tap their head. I mean, to be fair, it makes sense. Like, but if I got shot in the fucking head, I probably wouldn't, like, you know, take more than like 1 or 2 bullets. But thankfully, either the headshot multipliers don't really count for me, or I just simply don't notice it much. That said, we are here to get rich and get out. I did actually find a loot room on my way into this map, so I have a lot more loot than I probably ordinarily would at this point. So, like, just being on the map for like a whole minute and a half. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm stacked up. I'm so stacked up, it's actually kind of wild. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to drop some of this otherwise valuable stuff. This is crazy. Well, like, literally haven't been on this map like hardly any time at all, and I'm like already full. I'm trying to think, what do I not need? Like, what can I drop? Printing resin is kind of nice, because although I kind of don't need it, it's like a very valuable resource, like early-ish on, that like if I got a friend or my younger brother into this game, I would want to pass along to them. Okay, I don't know what this exo field repair kit is, but I've seen this a couple times now, and I'm pretty sure it's quite valuable. Which leads me to believe I should try picking it up and dropping some other things for it, even though it's a very fucking heavy thing. Trauma kits, like I don't need them. I already have a couple, and I can always just make more. They aren't that terribly hard to make. Pressure gauge, I don't know if I need this other stuff. Right, what's it probably not? Maybe it's not. Which is the weight question. Weighs 10 pounds, holy shit! Okay, this changes things. I will say this one slightly frustrating aspect of the team is sometimes you get so much good shit that you're like, what the hell do I do? What do I even do? Okay, I'll do some of this up here, which will help alleviate the burden below. We're close to getting it, there we go. I think that's enough. I think with that, yeah, I can get that up.
It's not for me.
Oh no, there's so many good things! Oh, how much is that? 20 volume? 0.4 weight? Okay, I can make that work. The metal sheets are nice, but I can drop that. Same with these cards. The hammer can go. Same with that. Don't need any of that. I'm just yapping to yap at this point as I clear out my inventory and like decide what I'm taking and not. I will say, like most people that start a YouTube channel, in the end, I'm hoping this kind of, you know, becomes bigger and like blows up and stuff. But like at the same time, I know if it did, I would
Not for me.
I would kind of be nervous to like I don't even know, post a video every time. Like I'm already nervous. I feel like recording some of these for no good reason. Just because I'm usually obviously concerned about like how it's gonna turn out, you know, how it might perform and stuff. But at the same time, at least right now, while I'm relatively small, I don't feel too much pressure. So I can kind of just come on here and yap. And yeah, it may not be the best, but I learn things every time I do it. Whether it's like being more confident in the way I speak, what I'm doing in the game, between multitasking and so forth, or even editing. I don't do too much editing, but I do try to incorporate some as I learn more and understand more of the process. With that said, I know this raid was quite short, but like I said, found a really stacked loot room, so we'll probably run this back and pick up some more items and complete some more quests. But yeah, absolutely love this map. Maybe we'll explore a different angle depending on where we spawn. But hands down, gotta be
Easy enough.
like top 3 maps in the game for me. I just hope that it eventually gets optimized a little more and turns out into something a little better with time. But yeah.
Another beautiful
Ooh,
day.
a different entrance this time. Nice, nice. Very cool. Actually, I think if I go straight, this is gonna be that same loot pile from before, which I kind of want to hit up, honestly. Because the loot in here, like, it's just such a condensed pile of loot. Ooh, you have the grenade launcher. Yeah, turn this way so I can tap you just a little bit. I think that's an EXO outside to my left, which is always a pleasant surprise. I just love when the EXO just like comes to like say hi and greet me personally.
For this.
Excuse me, can you die? Looked like he didn't take damage for a second. I was like, I don't know if he did take damage that first shot actually. Nah, I can't pick up anything. This is very cool. Very weird, but whatever. Alright. Have you guys noticed, I think there is actually probably a group nearby, but those of you that play this game regularly, have you guys noticed that, like, what I call the footsteps of the damned? Like, you'll kill an enemy, whether it be an EXO or, like, a group of soldiers, like no one's nearby, but then you'll hear like the footsteps or like the voice signs or whatever it is of that group you just killed, and like you're just left wondering, am I being haunted now by a ghost? Like what's going on? Because I feel like this is like a recurring thing that I have happen, and that is one thing, you know, that definitely could ideally be addressed with time. Just want to loot the kills that I got. Maybe not. Please and thank you. That grenade launcher just obliterated that drone. Grenade launchers are like the scariest thing in this game, the enemies that hold them. Well, that and like any decently sized enemy. Like Exos, especially with Scav Girl, are so frustrating because you'll get hit once and then you'll get like stun locked where like you're trying to get up but you can't get up because the enemy's like moving closer towards you, and like it just takes the one little bullet to like knock you back to the ground, and it like makes it kind of impossible to get out. And I think that is like somewhat a valid complaint. I don't know if they really would or how they would go about changing it, if they plan to at all. Okay, the random grappling is just never ending. Alright, well, fuck it. I ain't want to live anyways, that's fine. That's just dandy. Okay, cool. We killed the one I was really concerned about, which was the grenade launcher man. How am I even doing? I get it, I'm being greedy and looting out in the open, but like, come on now, chill. Take a chill pill. It's gonna be okay. Was this crate here all along? I just like never noticed it the first time. I mean, clearly the answer is yes, but it's a little surprising. I don't know if I need these sewer technical plans. To me, they serve no purpose, so I'm tossing them. Oh, hell yeah. That's a stacked little chest. Just gonna munch some chips, don't mind me. Everything's a-okay. Let's go. But yeah, now that I've played this game a lot, I know like maps like Nexus are good for money runs. Some of these higher tier maps are really good for like resources. Like honestly, I think one map I still really struggle with in terms of just like sheer difficulty is Underground. Yeah, what's it even called? I can't even think of the name. Avoidable Drill? What the hell? Underground Graveyard or something like that? Oh, interesting. That's what that is. And the reason for that is exclusively because of the fucking Euruskin guard dog wannabe that lives there and seems to spawn there every time. It makes it really difficult because you can't start any engagements really without getting punished for it, because not only like do you gotta worry about the regular guys, but more importantly you gotta worry about that fucker coming up like behind you and just like absolutely obliterating your day while you're trying to have a good time looting and whatnot. So for me, that is definitely probably the hardest map in the game personally. I did struggle for a fair bit of time on Nexus, like learning the ins and outs and how the spawns work and stuff like that. So I think with a bit of time I could do the same with Underground. It's just inherently a more difficult challenge since, you know, you basically just don't want to take any fights and you won't get spotted. But obviously the game isn't going to make that the easiest task. Okay, you know, I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping that grenade was going to do a little more. I know that they all kind of split up, but like, damn bro, this is a cluster grenade too. While this game isn't exactly the easiest, I've only played a limited amount of looter shooters. Okay, I get the point, Thank you very much. You made your point, Connor. I do feel like it's easier compared to many other looter shooters. Like, I know it's obviously PvE, so that probably goes a long way, but I think it's a relatively easy-ish looter shooter to learn compared to others. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if you guys feel different about that. Especially like if you have a friend or other like more experienced players that you're kind of playing with that are trying to teach you the ropes and get you some resources, and like you're just working as a group overall. Oh. Behind the car. Holy. Alright. Goodness me. Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that I was taking so much damage there. So much so, I'm gonna have to get the hell out, because I'm pretty much out of meds. What? You little wall-peeking motherfucker. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd like jinx myself or something. Because there's a significant chance I die here. I really do need to go for it because the extract's like right there. But unfortunately for me, everything is getting in the way of that, it seems. Oh, there's still a number of these. Stagger, stagger lock. Depending on where that drone is, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm so greedy, bro. I'm so damn greedy in this game. It's crazy. I'm so greedy in like every game I play, but especially in this one, I'm like, ooh, there's loot. I must grab the loot no matter what. Could be like worthless loot, and I'm like, ah, I gotta get it. Gotta grab the most value. But yeah, definitely not always the easiest. As you can see, sometimes, you know, the elements get changed up and you're caught off guard. Enemies do a little more damage than you're expecting and whatnot. But overall, I feel like it's nothing quite the craziest compared to some other games. And I really appreciate that because I think my problem with Marauders whenever I went to play that, which was another looter shooter, maybe not as popular as this one, not really too sure, is that every time I did go to play it, I would just like get absolutely obliterated by the people that had like way more experience than me, which is a natural part of the game. But even with a lot of time and like understanding of the game, like I clocked like I think like 300 hours on it, it was still everything could change like so fast, and it felt like your understanding never really helped you like that much in comparison to simply just like, you know, more or less playing like a very sneaky, stealthy game where you're just trying to like camp out the other player as long as you can. And I kind of didn't like when it devolved into that, and not every game was like that, but that was one problem I did have with that game. But yeah. That said, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little video today. I didn't have too much I wanted to yap about in particular, just kind of, you know, ramble about the game, and so on and so forth, kind of the state of it, my thoughts on it, and maybe talking about why I love it a little bit. So hopefully, you know, you guys also think pretty positively of the game. Obviously, it's got a lot more time and development that need to be put into it, but I think it's at a really good point right now where I have no problem introducing friends of my own into it and trying to get them to play, and or even potentially I'm considering buying it for my younger brother so that way he could also join us, because I think once you get like a taste for it, you've like given it a try. It's a really great game. I don't know if they have a demo for it or not, but I think if they ultimately did include one, it would get a lot more people on board, just because being able to like experience and know what you're going into really helps a lot. Inherently, not all games are going to be everyone's cup of tea. Like, I don't think if you I think if you're completely turned off by the idea of playing a looter shooter in general, where if you die, you know, you lose everything that you like just spent the last 10 minutes collecting, then ultimately this game might not be for you. But, you know, I don't think it's too punishing in that regard, since you can pick up your loot if you do die the next run, or, you know, just, you know, play for a good while and build up your understanding and start stacking up lots of weapons and guns and so on and so forth, and, you know, get to a point where you're doing very well, and even if you do die a couple times, it's not too big of a setback, which is something I really appreciate. But yeah, that said, I'll catch you later. Take care, my gamers. Peace, peace.